It's becoming mainstream. Marijuana increasingly everywhere, right? With state after state legalizing the drug, even though it's still against federal law. Now, part of that business, or the pot business, actually comes from something called cannabinoids, or CBD for short. It doesn't have the sort of lethal stuff that would make you high in it. And right now, it's got about a $5 billion revenue projection for sales. National retailers like CVS and Wright and Walgreens, they're all taking notice here. They're trying to get in on the game. Paul Norman is the former president of Kellogg North America. And he's had a little bit of a change of career here because he's now chairman and CEO of HeavenlyRx. It's a Canadian-based CBD company that invests in products laced with, well, not exactly marijuana as people know it, right? The stuff with the THC, but something else. You're going to explain that all to me. You make creams and shampoos and gummy bears, cookies, you name it.
Yep.
But it doesn't get you high? It
doesn't get you high, no at all. It's a very different industry, completely different industry. And my company, the company I lead, HeavenlyRx, is purely and simply 100% CBD. You saw the numbers in that report today, 5 billion going to 20 billion. In the next 4 or 5 years.
And you think this is a really big opportunity?
I think it's a massive CPG consumer area of growth.
And it wasn't always available to people, right?
No, last year after the Farm Bill passed, obviously now it is everywhere across all states. And what's going to drive the growth? Several things. One is it's going to go mainstream distribution. So mainstream distribution today is a small piece. The companies like CVS and Walgreens, small piece of the sales of CBD. But as you can see, the momentum is building, and as you go forward, mainstream distribution will be a key driver of the explosion of growth.
And that's your background,
and
right?
That's the background I come from, yeah, CPG at Kellogg. So brands, innovation, and supply chain, and quality, efficacy, those are the things we're going to find in branded CBD products. On shelves more and more over the coming 4 or 5 years. Okay,
walk me through this, because I actually, by the way, I've done a lot of reporting on this. Full disclosure, I actually had a book a number of years ago talking about, it's called Joint Ventures Inside America's Almost Legal Marijuana Industry. But what I was talking about in this particular book was this growth, this explosion in what was then an underground industry. And I rightly predicted it would increasingly become more above ground. Not fully yet, right, because it's still in violation of federal law. But what you're talking about is using a part of the marijuana plant that isn't going to get someone high, but is going to offer other benefits. Walk us through that.
Yeah, it's a very different plant in the sense this is hemp. And you could say it's like it is a version of the marijuana plant, but there's no THC. So in the plants we cultivate, as a company, the plants we grow have 0 to less than 0.3% THC within them. So there is no THC in this plant.
Okay.
So it's very different from the plants you would imagine that you find.
So
THC
why does anybody want it?
What does it
do?
It's funny, the boom of natural remedies in life, okay? Natural plant-based nutrition, plant-based remedies is going to continue in this country for a long time to come. Hemp and CBD is a part of that. So the extract from the plant, when you take a hemp plant and you turn that through extraction into distillate or isolate, you can infuse that into different products, tinctures, creams, vapes. And as you go forward here, food and beverage is going to become more prevalent as you go forward. You can't talk today
because... Why would you want it?
We can't talk about benefits today, obviously, because the FDA is yet to set guidelines and regulate.
Yeah.
But 80% of the people who take CBD today, who consume CBD, say it works for them. Okay?
Very interesting. Okay.
However, working for them is defined by them. 40% of people who take it use it every day.
What do you know?
Already.
Paul, really interesting talking to you.
Thank you.
Congrats on the new venture, and we wish you luck. Paul Norman, thank you so much.